So on the weekend, Samsung just dropped an update, and lo and behold, there's new hidden features for the Pro Video. Let's look into it. Hi, I'm Andreas Eichmuller and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the features of Samsung's new update that they just dropped this weekend. Something caught my eye there. It was the fact that their Pro camera feature has new improvements. Now I'll admit that when I film with my phone, I use Filmic Pro, among other things, to make my footage look really beautiful. So I'm curious on what Samsung has done. Okay, let's hop right in. You go to your settings sections and scroll all the way down to the bottom where you find your software updates. Press your last update and then you get to take a look at all the goodies in this last update. Samsung DeX, Wi-Fi improvements it looks like. Always on display, Samsung keyboard, there's some improvements there. And then there it is, the camera. The Pro feature has been enhanced, which is why we're making this video. So let's head over to the camera and take a look at what they improved. Okay, camera pops up and on the right, we're gonna scroll over to the More section and you'll notice Pro Video is there. So we click that and now we are in Pro Video mode. I'm not gonna bug Ginny just yet. I'm gonna go over to Magnum. My 16-year-old Yorkie. All he wants to do is take his afternoon nap, but I'm gonna bug you, little guy. So in the bottom left, there's that icon for settings. Click that and it brings you into your camera settings. Go to Pro Video Size because we're in Pro, and look at the resolutions now. If we press that arrow down, all the resolutions, 4K to high definition to less, you've got your frames per second. So I'm gonna click 24 frames per second because that's what I like to shoot in. And I'm gonna back out of here. All right, we're back out on Magnum. Top left corner, this is something new. This is a histogram. So a histogram is a tool to help you see if you're overexposed or underexposed. So if I hop into the ISO here and see how now I'm overexposed and I'm bringing it down the ISO. ISO is the sensitivity of your lens look. Now it's saying that I'm underexposed. If I hop into my shutter, 180-degree rule, remember, double your frame rate. So if we're at 24 frames per second, I need to be at 1/50 because that's close enough. That's what they're offering us. And that's what's going to make your footage cinematic. One of the new things we're seeing here is actually audio levels. So when you click into your audio on the right now I'm on the front, and what I do is I'm, adjusting my input and I'm clicking my thumb to see if I can get it to peak. And it doesn't turn red. So I wasn't sure if it was actually peaking. When I took it into Premiere, yes, it absolutely was peaking. So to be safe, I probably set this no higher than 0 where it comes. I probably turn it down to -6 because that's usually where you like to keep your audio maxing out anyways, -6. Everything -6, that's the magic number when it comes to audio. So keep that in mind. Here's a really cool improvement that Samsung did here. When you're in manual focus, you can actually rack focus now, which is awesome. And there's peaking. That is a very, very useful tool to making sure that you're focused in on the proper subject. So I was focused in on Ginny, but now I'm on Harry in the background and focused in on him. So that is a very, very good tool that Samsung threw in there. So kudos to you, Samsung. Oh, hi, Harry. Hi, Giddy. Hi. Here's a little pro tip. I have my frame rate set. I've got my shutter set. So all I can change is my ISO. So if I take my ISO all the way down, I still have a blown out window. So here's the pro tip. We still need ND filters if we're going to get our footage cinematic, even with all these improvements that Samsung did. Okay, well, that's my analysis of it. I mean, Samsung, thank you very much for adding those features, and it's a start. Definitely, if you don't want to spend the $20 on something like Filmic Pro, then this is only going to help you as a filmmaker and a storyteller. But in the end, I'm still going to recommend that you go spend the money on Filmic Pro because the app, I mean, it's unlocking every single feature in your arsenal for your camera. Okay, well, thank you. That's it. That's all for this video. If you'd like to subscribe, please do, and hit that bell notification for future content. Thank you. Have a good day.